Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Miss Bazila and my fellow friends. Okay, is everyone ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Let's introduce ourselves first. My name is Abdul Rauf bin Muhammad Azri and my matrix number is 204068.
Okay, my name is Siti Khadijah binti Tarudi and my matrix number is 201940.
Okay. My name is Nur Amirul bin Pukin and my matric number is 201951.
And my name is Nur Ali Adelina binti Muhammad Isul. My matric number is 200820.
Okay, for this group discussion, our group are given a theme about a zero waste. Before we go to our discussion, let me tell you guys what is zero waste. Zero waste is a conservation of all resources by means of responsible production, consumption, reuse, and recovery of all products, packaging, and materials without burning them and without discharge to land, water, or air that threaten the environment or human health. Okay, now let's move on to our discussion about zero waste. Is it difficult to be practiced in Malaysia? What do you think about this?
From my point of view, zero waste is not hard to handle and should be practiced from now because zero waste provides many benefits to people. One of the benefits is help our environment by reduce our climate change. With the application of 3R that reuse, reduce, and recycle, we conserve the energy and reduce carbon emission. This also linked with the reduction of greenhouse gases emission. In short, I am not agree with this statement. What about you guys?
That's a very good point, Amirul, but I disagree with you. Like you said before, zero waste provide many benefits, but it, it is still very hard to be practiced in Malaysia. It is because to conduct this, it involves a high initial cost. Recycling is not a process that can happen just like that. There are units that need to be set up, factory upgrades that need to be made, and assembling trucks to haul the recycling material. For example, rural area does not have any factory or other modern technology that can help them practice zero waste. This really makes a lot of work and energy.
So you are saying zero waste is expensive, am I right, Alia?
Yes,
Do you mind if I add something here?
go on.
In my opinion, living zero waste are expensive. Many of these products like glass containers, reusable water bottles or silicone bags could save money in the long run. However, a lot of people don't have enough money to make initial investments needed to buy these products. This puts the zero waste lifestyle out of reach for an entire class of people.
I see.
Apart from that, zero waste are hard to be practiced because usually they apply the idea of using a recycled product which are often of lesser quality. I give you one situation. Let's say you are in the market for a new pair of shoes. You could get to the store, grab a new pair of shoes, or you could find a used pair instead. Which do you think would last longer?
The new pair.
Exactly. Products made from used or repurposed materials simply don't stand up quality-wise to new materials. They are fragile and overused. The more a piece of material gets recycled, the worse it gets.
Yes, that's quite right.
I would like to add something here about the idea of zero waste. It's not that we should practice it like suddenly we become 100% green person. We can start it slowly from basic, like instead of using plastic bag, we can replace it with a shopping or grocery bag.
Right. I suddenly remember the newspaper I've read before. According to the Star newspaper, one of the readers commented that he also have read a book by B. Johnson titled Zero Waste Home. He said that the book is a key to helping her understand the benefits of living a low waste lifestyle.
You seem agree with Amio's point, Alia.
Oops, I still stand on my first point. Don't make me confused, Amirul.
I didn't say anything.
Raouf, what about you? You haven't said your point yet. Do you think it is easy to practice zero waste in Malaysia?
Like you and Alia, I think zero waste is very difficult to practice in Malaysia because it seems that Malaysia still doesn't know how to practice it.
Sorry to interrupt. Could you explain more what you say, Ralph?
What I mean that Malaysians are lack of information about the zero waste. What is zero waste? What should they do? What should they prepare? And so on. This also leads of negative mindset about the zero waste among them.
I see. You have a point there.
Okay, it seems like we almost reached to the end of our discussion.
Right. After listening to everyone in the group discussing their opinions, it disagree with the idea of zero waste. Why? Amirul solely thinks that zero waste is not difficult to be practiced.
Yeah,
I think we should clear this issue. It's not that we are totally disagreeing with the idea of zero waste. Every issue has its own pros and cons. The idea does not bad at all. But Malaysians are still not ready and familiar with the idea of zero waste. I hope that we can take other countries that have applied this as an example to make our country better.
That's very thoughtful of you, Khadija. So, I would like to recap some points before we end our discussion. Khadija thought that zero waste is very difficult to be practiced in Malaysia because recycled products are less in quality. Together with Khadija, Alias also thought that zero waste needed a high upfront cost, and I also agree with that statement because Malaysian still doesn't know how to practice it. Only Amirul thought that zero waste is not difficult to be practiced in Malaysia because it helps to reduce our climate change. As a conclusion, zero waste is difficult to be practiced in Malaysia. So, thank you to each of you for joining this discussion.
You're welcome. Thank you also for leading our discussion.
That's all from us. Thank you.